Hey there, Comets! On Saturday, October 6th, El Paso Congressman Beto O'Rourke visited UT Dallas as part of a multi-college campaign stop. Beto O'Rourke is running for one of Texas's 2 U.S. Senate seats against incumbent Ted Cruz. The race is getting national attention as 2 candidates are neck and neck with less than 1 month until the election. Here are some of the highlights from Beto's visit.
"30 days out from one of the most important elections of our lifetime. I also want to thank those who could not be in this room right now. We have an overflow room because there are more people than there are seats in this auditorium. So let's give a big shout to all those folks. Outcomes that are otherwise inexplicable are explained by these set of facts. How can we, a country whose taxpayers have funded the research and innovation into the cures and medications that we came up with here, and have those sold back to us at the most expensive rates in the developed world? Why do we not use our leverage and bargaining power, buying pharmaceuticals for Medicare beneficiaries, Medicaid beneficiaries, everyone else that the government invests in to make well, to bring those prices down? Well, it might be explained by who has an interest in keeping them high. How can you explain a bill that literally passed Congress last year that allows telecom companies and internet service providers to sell your private browsing history online to the highest bidder without your consent? It's not in your interest, it's not in the consumer's interest, but it sure does well for the telecom companies, the ISPs, their bottom lines, their profit margins, and their shareholders. When we talk about running a true grassroots campaign that has been to each one of the 254 counties of Texas, to listen to everyone, Republicans, Independents, Democrats alike. That's why it's so important for us to realize how unusual this is, and how the outcome of this election on the 6th of November will not just determine who represents you in the United States Senate. It won't just determine the composition of that body, but it may very well help us to get our very democracy back. 242 years into this experiment that you know full well is the exception and not the rule in world history, is the envy of much of the rest of the planet.
So what motivated you to come speak at universities here in the DFW area specifically?
We were just struck by the leadership that we have seen so far from young people in this campaign. You can't name an issue where young people aren't leading the way. Healthcare, least insured state in the country, young people have demanded that we help lead the way on universal care for everyone. Climate change, something we understand, unfortunately, better than almost any other state.
Right.
Young people know that the decisions we make today will impact our ability to keep the planet from warming another 2 degrees Celsius. Education and access to higher education. This is out of reach coming to UTD or UT El Paso, where I'm from, for far too many of our fellow Texans. They just cannot afford the money, work enough jobs, make ends meet to come here. And so they're insisting that we find a way to make this affordable for everybody so that everybody can better themselves and do better for more people over the course of their lifetime. So you name an issue, young people are leading on it. It's not as though, because sometimes I think we get into this dynamic where how are you going to get young people interested or involved or turn them out? And I think that's so patronizing and doesn't value the leadership already present amongst young people. They're the ones, when it comes to dreamers, demanding that we find a way not just to ensure that they're not fearful of a deportation back to a country they don't know, but that they're able to stay here for their lives as citizens, contributing to their full potential. So we're going where the action is, and that's here at UTD today, or we wouldn't be here otherwise. It's just this election's too important for us to waste a second, and this is the best investment of our time that I can possibly imagine.
All right, Comets, thank you for watching. As a reminder, early voting begins this upcoming Tuesday, October 22nd, and Election Day is on Tuesday, November 6th. So get out there and let your voice be heard, because this is your chance. For more content, check out some of our other videos and look for new UTDTV news videos every Friday.